Hey guys, SmackNPie here, back again with another Team SmackNPie podcast. Now, this is an official thing, not to be confused with SmackNCast, because that thing is different. Team
It's
SmackNPie
canceled.
podcast. Yeah, it's only between the narrators, the SmackNPie, me, Nicole, Chantal, Brett. We're gonna have more other narrators as well on the show. So first of all, like the video, please. All right, and I'm joined today again by Waru Boy. Welcome, Waru Boy.
I'm already a fan favorite.
Yes, you are already a fan favorite, which is a good thing for the channel and for the community, and especially for you, Waru, yourself. Now, today, we're going to talk about Life is Strange 2, Episode 2 release date. Nothing has been confirmed yet. Let me just clear this entirely. Nothing has been confirmed yet. There are no official words from the developers themselves yet. So we're just going to talk about what we think is going to happen in episode 2 and what we think going to be release date for episode 2 of Life is Strange season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
and let's start with
let's just go back first to episode 1. Episode 1 was released on September 27th, 2018, and currently we're in November, which is understandable. There has to be like a few month gap between between episodes. That's how the first season of Life is Strange worked, but this is different. This has to be different. This is not Max and Chloe anymore. This is literally
a new brand new cast.
Yes, new story. So let's just get started with the release date. So I'm gonna start with myself because I'm selfish. So I'm gonna say, since we don't have any words except that developers said that they're officially working on episode 2 and they're gonna make sure to release it as soon as possible. But there are no guarantee from their wording. If you haven't checked their Steam blog post, they said there that there might be some time before episode 2. So from what we know so far, from the posts and Twitter, if you are not following them, I'm continually following all the actors and the developers. From what I've seen so far, I think there is a time before we, like a really long time before we're gonna get episode 2. And when I say long time, I don't mean like 3 months. I'm gonna say late December to early January 2019. Because it makes sense. Late September was the first episode, so it makes sense to skip the entire November. However, we're literally close to the end of November, and we haven't got an official word from the developers, which means that we're gonna get hopefully a news next month, early next month, December, which means either it's gonna be late December 2018 or early January 2019. I'm gonna say like around. Yeah, I'm gonna stay firm with late December to early.
That's what
January.
I was gonna say, though.
Yeah, and before I go any further, Waru, what do you think? I know that's your prediction as well.
Alright, so yeah, release date either mid to late December or early to mid January. Hopefully we get an update soon. Maybe. Hopefully this month. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe.
But like I said before, there's just so much going on in the gaming world right now. We're getting hate from Last of Us community. Sorry, that came out of nowhere.
I get hate from Bloody.
Oh no, you're getting and we have The Walking Dead episode 3 and 4 thingy going on, and then Life is Strange episode.
Also, you did get hate from The Walking Dead fans because like that thing that happened in September with the leaks.
I know. Let's not go there, man. That was a dark time, guys. That was a dark time for the channel, and especially for me. So let's not go there. But that's what we think about the release date. So we have a few minutes to talk more about this stuff. So now, personally, like we said on the channel as well, personally, we believe that Chris from the Captain Spirit, the so-called Life is Strange 2 prequel, it doesn't make any sense prequel. Like, we're literally behind in the timeline in episode 1. But that timeline is kind of
I
confusing.
mean,
but
it
we'll
was
talk about
kind of a
timeline.
demo, prequel, spin-off.
But, I mean, but you cannot call it an official prequel. Because the timeline for episode 1 is different, because we're in Captain Spirit. We were, if we put Captain Spirit in episode 1, like to face, you have episode 1 first and then Captain Spirit. So that doesn't count as prequel. 2.
Yeah,
I know, right? So it doesn't matter. I honestly, it doesn't matter. So we firmly believe Chris is gonna be in episode 2, and Chris is gonna play the bigger role in episode 2. Now, I might sound a little bit distant from the mic because I'm looking at somewhere else, because I'm alone at home and waiting for a guest, and the guest can come anytime, but that's besides the point. What's on the point, however, is the power of Sean and Daniel. Now, I know what y'all are thinking. Hey, Smack, I think you missed it. It was Daniel's power. I know. But what I believe, I don't know, Waru, if you agree with me on this one or not, but what I believe is that Daniel's powers, he because he's a kid, first of all, so
yeah,
he cannot use his power until his brother have some sort of input from his side.
I mean, yeah.
So, and it could work really well if they don't not make something like this, that Daniel cannot use his power until both brothers work together, which I know doesn't make sense, but
yeah, I mean, I
understand that
he's a kid. Like Sean gets his powers soon, and like they're different from Daniel's. Like that's how I would do it.
I mean, both cases, Daniel is the one with most powers at the end of the day. But I like, okay, people like the concept. I personally, as a player, I cannot just move around and see an NPC, a literally unplayable character, having powers, which is, again, listen, it's understandable. Like, we are there to guide him, but
also, I have an idea.
Waru, are we? At the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
Like,
all right, so I could see where we have different types of puzzles with Daniel. Some mandatory, some optional. Like, that'd be fun.
I mean, wasn't it confirmed that there will be puzzles that you both brothers have to work together to solve?
I don't know, but I remember I put that in the script that Chantel did, so...
So, wait. Was that your opinion, or was it confirmed? Because I'm confused now.
That was my opinion. I doubt it's
oh my
confirmed.
God.
If it is, then yay.
No, I think it was confirmed. No, it was not. I think I've read, like, on Reddit somewhere, that there might be puzzles where, and like you said in the script, wrote in the script, that there might be puzzles where both brothers have to work together to solve, which is kind of a smart idea, smart gameplay mechanic. But at the end of the day, because episode 2 is why we're so excited for episode 2, because episode 2, because not only we're gonna get introduction to Daniel's powers, we're gonna learn his powers, and we're gonna teach him how to use his powers.
Mm-hmm.
But
he's basically a Jedi, kinda.
Kinda. I know you like Star Wars, but let's not go there. But at the same time, that this is too much for a single episode. But at the same time, you got Chris, already a fan favorite, and then his role alongside Mrs. Reynolds, which is gonna be interesting. This whole situation makes Life is Strange 2 episode 2 banger of an episode. If this happens, like, you got all of this, and then Chris alongside Mrs. Reynolds, and if they actually go, if you haven't watched the previous video from Life is Strange 2, Chris role, whatever, go first of all watch that.
Yeah, man.
We had a lot of things there. You need to check it out. So if that happens, I think episode 2 is gonna be a banger. It's gonna be epic.
A banger.
And just to close today's video, I think Don't Nod in Captain Spirit made it kind of sort of clear that in Life is Strange Season 2, Mrs. Reynolds, I'm mentioning her a lot because she's going to be an important character, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They made it kind of sort of clear where Mrs. Reynolds, because if you haven't played Captain Spirit, first of all, why are you even here?
Yeah, man.
And secondly, if you remember, there were it's for free.
It's like 1 hour is free. It's not $40.
Yeah. Okay. Let's not throw shades, but there were only 2 houses there. One belonged to Captain Spirit. Why am I saying Captain Spirit? His name is Chris. One belonged to Chris Spirit, and his father. The other one was Mrs. Reynolds, and the brothers at the end of the Captain Spirit demo, the ending. The brothers came from the other house, and there were only 2 houses in that area, which belonged to Mrs. Reynolds. So if we put it together, 2 plus 2, Chris maybe, just maybe, hopefully, join Sean and Daniel in their road trip.
That would be awesome. Hopefully. And Chris and Daniel, they can be best bros,
right? Best bros forever, and people are already shipping both of them, which is kind of stupid.
God.
They're just literally kids. Reddit, calm down.
Kids.
Calm down. They're just kids. Come on,
calm down. Calm down.
Yeah. But that would be so epic if Chris joins them, because then you have Daniel and Chris, having becoming best friends, best bros, and then you have Sean becoming like a father sort of figure for both of them, and then learning the realities and learning and getting experience as well, which is, as I mentioned it 1,000 times, teenagers getting mature in video games has always been a strong narrative, regardless of what game you're talking about, regardless of what genre it is. Teenagers and these kind of stories has always been a strong narrative. All right, you have teenager in the Walking Dead, Clementine, Violet, Lewis. That gives already a strong narrative. You
also The Last of Us with Ellie.
Yeah, it was kind of different from what I'm saying, but you get my point. These kind of stories has always been have a strong narrative. Just to close it out, what do you think about the thing I said about Mrs. Reynolds and Chris, and what do you think? So we can close this out.
Now, I do see her in a role, but probably not as big as you think, but who knows? Also, Sean's best friend, Violet, that's her name, right?
Violet, what are you doing?
No, Violet.
Lila.
Yeah, Lila, yeah. I think she will come back.
Of course she will be. What are you talking about? I mean, not in a physical way, but contacting her.
I mean, I don't know, man. She might steal her family's car and just drive off and find them.
Yo, that would be epic.
That would be hilarious.
Donut, if you're watching this, do that. Episode 2, 10 out of 10 for me. From Team SmackNPie.
Best
Just do it.
Game of all time? Hello?
All time. Better than the first season. Oh no, what have I done?
Oh no!
Now
what have you done?
No.
Wait,
guys,
wait. We can have a follow-up.
No, we can have another follow-up. No. What do we do? Okay, now this is just going out of hand.
So yeah, this is the end of our podcast.
This is the end of the podcast. But yeah, guys, I said this in the previous episode as well, that if you want us to do more of this with other narratives as well, just let us know and we're going to do it. It's kind of easy to do than editing and writing scripts. We can just sit and talk about stuff. It's kind of...
And maybe
it's good for the whole community. Oh my god.
Oh no, I'm joking. We will not talk smack. I didn't get it, but... Yeah. All right.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
So yeah, this is Smack and Waru signing out.
No, not yet. Let me just do the outro first.
All right.
But that's pretty much it for today's video or podcast, whatever you would like to call it. Leave a like. Share your thoughts about Life is Strange 2 Episode 2 in the comments. What do you think? When do you think it's going to release? And what do you think going to be... which character is going to play bigger roles in Episode 2? And how much you're excited for Episode 2? Just let us know in those comments down below. And remember...
Yes, and subscribe and hit the bell icon so that we can beat you-know-who.
Exactly, yeah. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe with the notifications on and become an official member of SmackNPie. Join Discord server, link in description. Over 400 members there, and we are active in the voice chat as well. If you want to talk, whatever, link in description. This has been SmackNPie, Waru, And we will, of course, see you soon. Until then, take care and peace.
Take care. Yeet.